All right, hello. Here we are for Unit 6B video assignment. I'm going to scroll down here underneath where the click here video link is. There's another link called Carbon Footprint Calculator. I want you to go ahead and go there. So this part of this unit, we've been talking about both negative and positive human impacts on the environment. Unfortunately, a lot of those seem to be more negative than positive. Um, and there's lots of different ways that we can help improve that. But first, we have to know what our negative impact is and what is causing it. So basically, a carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases that are generated by our actions. So remember the greenhouse effect, right? If we drive our car a lot, we use factories, we have this byproduct of carbon dioxide. Yes, the same carbon dioxide that you breathe out, and methane. So both of these kind of get stuck in a layer up in our atmosphere. And these greenhouse gases really like to hold on to heat. So when the sun, emits light energy and heat energy, and a lot of that energy is going to be absorbed by the Earth, but a lot of it's reflected back and gets stuck in this layer. And over time, it's going to increase the temperature of our planet, hence global warming, which we know can cause a lot of negative things. So I want you, for this video assignment, to scroll down to this carbon footprint calculator. And you're going to enter some information and see in your day-to-day activities how much greenhouse gases are you contributing to our planet. So first thing I want you to do is put in your zip code. How many people live in your household? You can just change it with this little drag bar here. What's your approximate gross annual household income? So how much money is coming in? If you don't know, you can ask parent guardian. If you don't want to ask, kind of the average for Idaho is around $50,000 a year. And it's going to ask you other questions. How do you get around? Do you drive a car? Blah, 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 blah. And down here, it's going to break down the percentage of your household, how much carbon dioxide is emitted each year. So I'm going to go ahead and put in mine, and I'll pause it and then replay towards the end. All right, so for this question here, electricity cost per year. So we can do a little math here. I think my electricity bill is about $50 a month. So this is just for my house for one person. So it's probably $50 a month for, I would say, the winter, plus maybe $100 a month for the summer because it's air conditioning. So put about $900 a year for a one-person household. So you can kind of do some math here. If you have multiple people in your house, it's going to be times that. I believe my energy, Idaho Power, is around 80% clean energy. Natural gas here. My natural gas and my heating is the same. So heating would be 0. Natural gas cost per year. This one's probably around, let's say, $60 a month. So $720. Square foot of living space. If you don't know, you can ask. Water usage, one person. And how much do you consume each of the following? This will be different depending on each person. All right, so once you get to the end here, it's going to show your carbon footprint. My carbon footprint is 34 tons of CO2 per year, which is quite a bit, but it's 3% better than the average, so hooray. And down here, it'll break it down into travel, home, food, goods, and services. So it looks like food, I'm a little bit less than others, and travel, I'm a bit less than others. So what does this mean? If you go next, it's going to tell you how you can reduce your impact in certain areas. So transportation, housing, shopping. So I could get a more efficient vehicle with fuel, maybe an electric vehicle, telecommunicate to work, so work remotely, which we do, so that's good. Ride a bike, carpool. Okay, lots of good examples here. Let's go to housing. Okay, switch to CFL bulbs, turn off lights, purchase high efficiency cooling and heating. Let's see what shopping says. Eat a low carbon diet, so less meat, go organic. So those are some interesting things here. So as you go through, answer all these questions best as you can, and I will have you answer some questions at the end of this video assignment to kind of see what your carbon footprint was. If you have any questions, let me know.